Welcome in. What's your name?
Brittany.
Brittany, how old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
And what do you do?
I am a college student. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a screenwriter, and I'm also a model.
Okay, very nice. What are
She looks good. I like her. I like the dress. Yeah, she looks good. Let's go.
some things you like to do for fun?
I love to go to the museum. I'm a creative, so I love to paint. And I also love to just spend time with friends and family and cook.
Okay. So now what are some things you look for in a man?
I look for a man is someone who's God-fearing, someone who's in church, someone who loves family, someone who is educated. And yeah,
Okay. What are some of your deal breakers?
my deal breakers are someone who does not believe in God,
Okay.
someone who's not in church, someone who's not educated, jealous, and arrogant.
Okay. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's start here.
Let's
Could we
see.
have your name and age?
Ahmad, 33.
What was it, Ma?
Ahmad.
Ahmad, okay. And Ahmad, what do you do?
I own a gym in Miami.
Cool. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
She pretty. I just didn't really feel the hairstyle. It wasn't really doing it for me. That's about it. Yeah.
And now, is he someone that's your type?
Physically, he is. Yeah, it's just the height.
Of course. That was like the first. That was going to be such an easy one, because I think even without heels, she's probably, taller than him. So I mean, it is what it is.
And how tall are you?
5'8".
5'8", okay. And you are?
No, he's not 5'8". He's not 5'8". But hey, it's probably like 5'6".
5'9".
5'9". Okay, got it. All right, cool. Thank you. Let's go to our next guy here. Your name and age?
My name is Kevin, and I'm 31 years old.
And Kevin, what do you do?
I work in asset management, and I do fitness consulting on the side.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Brittany, you're absolutely gorgeous, but it seems like you really want someone who's in church, and that's not me. I'm spiritual, and I do believe in something bigger than myself, but if that's something that's important to you, it wouldn't be a match with us, unfortunately. But you look absolutely amazing. Love the red dress. I love your whole style. It's just a church thing for me. Spiritual, but you'll find someone that's, God-fearing, church-going, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I honestly, I get it. People have their own, preferences, standards. But when it comes to the church thing, personally, I will choose a person of good character, respectful, over someone who's like church going 3 times a week, praying 10 times a day. Now I get it. If someone, it's more likely if someone goes to church often and prays often, they're gonna have good character. But I am saying I don't want them to base their good character off the fact that they fear God. I want them to be of good character because they're a good person.
All right. And now, is he someone that's your type?
Physically, yes. It's just a spirituality aspect.
Understood. Makes sense.
Thank you. Let's go to our next pop balloon. Your name and age?
I'm Zaid and I'm 30.
All right. Zaid, what do you do?
I'm an artist, a graphic designer, and I co-own a multimedia studio in New Jersey called Luxury Group.
Nice.
And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Gorgeous woman, red's my favorite color, so you're killing it with the
Nice.
red dress. But it's the whole church thing. I've had bad experiences, but I am a follower of God. I just prefer to have my own personal relationship with him. So.
Okay.
I like
So-
that.
Got it. Is he someone that's your type?
Physically, yes. Yes.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And our next guy here, your name and age?
Xavier, 31.
Xavier, what do you do?
I'm a human resource manager for the DOD.
Very cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The God-fearing thing, like everything about it, 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's just that God-fearing thing. I'm more of a spiritual guy myself. I didn't want to waste her time. I thought about it. I was smitten as soon as she walked up, but I couldn't waste that time.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
Also, I think honestly, when people look for someone who's a church goer and God fearing, I'm always thinking, why don't you go to your church? Like, why don't you find someone in your church? Because you're more likely to be aligned with someone who's a church goer, someone you see often in your church, that guy, whether it's a man or woman. But coming out here trying to look for someone who's a church goer when you can find someone who goes to your own church, that never makes sense to me.
Now, is he someone that's your type as well?
Physically, yeah. It's just, again, long term, I'm looking for someone who puts God first.
No, most definitely.
All right. Thank you. Let's head on back.
Jeez.
Okay, we got two over here.
No, man, she looks good. She looks good. I like her body, man. She's in shape. She got it. So I understand why every man is saying like she looks good, but it's the church thing. But she's gonna have to go back to her church to find a man, if I'm being honest.
Your name and age.
I'm Sean. I'm 29.
Sean, what do you do?
I'm an account manager for an insurance company, and I have a small business doing sneaker restorations.
Oh, cool. Okay, so why did you end up popping your balloon?
I kind of was thinking about it. First off, I think you're very attractive. But it's the church thing. I haven't been in a church in a while. I'm on my own spiritual journey, but kind of just was thinking about the church thing a lot, and ultimately that's why I popped.
Understood.
Yeah,
Is he someone that's your type?
Physically, yes.
for sure.
She has
Thank
to
you.
go back to her church
And then
to
over
find a
here,
man.
your name and age.
My name is Vince. I'm 30 years old.
And Vince, what do you do?
I'm a real estate investor, and I'm also a real estate agent and an entrepreneur.
Okay, very cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The only reason why you're super beautiful, but just the height. So like if we go out, that's it. But you're
alright.
beautiful though.
Thank you.
I mean, personally, I don't care about how tall a woman is. Personally, even if a woman is taller than me, I don't care. She's gonna have to reject me before I reject myself. So if I was him, I wouldn't have popped my balloon. I would have waited for her to reject me.
You.
Yeah.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
5'11",
Yeah.
okay.
So
5'11".
It's all good.
almost.
Okay. Now, is he someone that's your type?
You remind me of my cousin.
Really? Oh man.
But no disrespect. We get
Okay.
along.
Okay.
It's just, yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, women
Thank
do
you.
that sometimes.
All right, let's head back
For
to
some reason, if you remind them of, or if you look like somebody they know, you remind them of someone they know, then you're not their type. Personally, I think when they say that they're trying to be nice and say they don't find you attractive, so they use the whole "you remind me of my cousin or my brother" to reject you.
this way. So we do have two balloons left unpopped.
All right, cool.
Go ahead and ask our remaining guys a question.
Alrighty. So is chivalry dead or alive to you? And how would you rate it out of 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest?
Chivalry is not dead. It's not dead, but back in the day, it used to be given to every lady. But these days, somebody gotta show that they deserve it, that they're worthy. That's my opinion. It's not dead, but men, I think, are more selective on which woman they are chivalry to.
Okay. Let's start first with your name and age.
Sure. Scott, 31.
Okay. And Scott, what do you do?
I do a lot of things. I work in financial services. I am a real estate owner, investor. I am a current student at Georgia State University,
Nice.
getting my MBA in commercial real estate. I volunteer with a small startup that helps children, Latinx and minorities in rural areas learn how to code and do different things like that. I'm also a traveler domestically and internationally. I've been to 40 states and I've been to a couple of continents and countries that are fun. I am a Christian and I am very busy, but make no mistake, a man will always make time for what is important to him.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So now your question was chivalry.
Yes. The question, chivalry. No, chivalry is not dead. In a scale of 1 to 10 is what you asked. I would say it's about a 7 from me because I'm a little bit more old school, but I do
Okay.
feel like a connection with God is the most important thing first because that's what creates unity and helps someone build. I do think that actually infatuation is important because being infatuated leads to romance, romance leads to love, and love leads to marriage.
Yes.
But
He's talking too much. He's trying to sell himself. So I understand why he's going on and on and on about this and that. She asked one question. Just answer it and move on. But I understand she's beautiful, so he's trying to get his chance.
without God at the center, at the beginning of that, you can't have anything long term. So
Absolutely.
chivalry is just a part of love and showing love.
Thank you. Let's go down over there. Okay, let's start with your name and age.
Emmanuel, I'm 30.
All right. And Emmanuel, what do you do?
I'm a cybersecurity engineer in the AI field.
If you want to go ahead and just answer her question.
Chivalry is a 10 for me, and because I'm a lover boy, so just being real. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think she
Let's
may,
head
she may
on
go with the first
back.
guy. I think
Can I
so.
ask one more question?
Of course, go for it.
All right. So You two are obviously the last two balloons. Now, how would you rate God in your life? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
That's crazy because the first guy already talked about God this, God this, God that, and then she's asking about that. That's why I said she's more likely to find a man in the church she goes to, because she's talking about, I want a God-fearing man, a man who goes to church, a man who prays. Why don't you find him in the church that you go to? Ladies, both men and women, for all of you who are looking for God-fearing people, why don't you go to the churches you go to? Those are the people you are more likely to be aligned with, rather than coming out here in the streets looking for someone, a man or a woman of God.
Okay. How
Where
would
is
you-
he in the center of your life?
10.
10. Okay.
And over here.
I like to say I'm a man of God, so 10. And I feel like he's in the center of my life. I pray before I do anything, so yeah, 10.
And then while we're here, do you have any questions for her?
You asked about chivalry, right?
Yes, I do.
So what's the most romantic thing you've done for a man?
Good
The
question.
most romantic thing I've done for a man.
Yeah.
I got him something he enjoyed. So he really enjoyed flowers for some reason. So I gave him
What?
flowers and to cheer him up.
What? Men like flowers? I mean, if a woman ever gave me flowers, this is my opinion, I probably would just, like, I'm not like a plants guy. I'm not like, I probably would just put them in the trash. So I can see why some women also put flowers in the trash, because it's like, for me, they got no value. Like, so it's weird that she had a man who liked flowers, but at the same time, she's single. So maybe that explains it. That's weird.
Pretty much. So I'm very thoughtful when it comes down to what people want and what people expect. So I
Okay.
get what they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Why'd you end up popping?
The most romantic thing was getting somebody flowers. That is nice because a lot of men don't get flowers, but I don't. That's not enough for me.
Yeah, that's so easy.
Got it. So why'd you hold on to your balloon for quite a long time?
She looks
She's beautiful, and you know she's a woman of God, so I feel like we'll be a good match.
And is he someone that's your type?
Physically, yeah.
Thank you. Let's hit on back. All right. Any questions over here?
I do have a couple of questions, actually. The first question I have is, do you smoke?
No.
Wonderful. The second question I have is, do you have kids?
No. No kids.
Awesome. I guess my last question is, do you like flowers?
I do.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, you're good. Now is he someone that's your type?
Yeah. Physically.
Wonderful.
Yeah, they could match. I could
Scoot
see
that
it.
way for me. I'll have you stand next to me here.
She'll probably be
Any
the
final
quickest
questions
match
between
ever.
the two of you before we determine if we got a match?
Looking forward to talking offline.
Same.
Okay, well then, is it a yes for you for her?
Ladies first.
You first.
Fine. Yes. It's a yes here.
And is it a yes for you for him?
One question.
Okay.
Do you have kids?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Not yet. All right.
Want to get married first.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so it's a yes for you?
Yeah.
All right, we got a match.
Oh, you came with a flower.
I'll take the mic. And you guys can go on off. Make some noise for them. Oh, give it up for them, guys.
I mean, they match. So I definitely am going to be looking forward to when Early brings them back, because it looks like they have the same church energy. But again, I'm going to be honest. It would be best if, the church goers, the people who are really too much into church, the best place to find the people you want to be in a relationship with are the men and women who go to the same church you go to. If the church doesn't have the kind of people you want and God is the top of your list, go to a different church. It's almost like an NBA player. Instead of going to NBA games and other NBA teams, coming out in the streets looking for to be in a relationship with someone who plays basketball, like, you're right there.